I don't have you on seal. Huh? I'll find you eventually. Okay. Put on my equipment. Oh crap! I completely forgot to put on imbuements on my armor. Oh well.
Do we need to go back?
Nah. I don't need imbuements.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Well,
But now you might have these potions.
well, no, my armor is just life leech, which
True.
I can do with or without. Doing a boost?
Sure.
Oh shoot, I have a prey too. Let me activate that real
Do
quick.
it after this box.
I'm fast. There we go. Prey boosted. Prey and boosted.
Yeah, I'm boosted too.
I like how in every other game other than Tibia, boosted is a bad thing. Tibia is a good thing.
It's so much better down here.
Yeah, it is. So good.
Oh.
I have a topic in mind if you want to talk.
Go on.
Yeah?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Otherwise I'm gonna fall asleep.
How about alternative energies?
Alternative energy.
You like solar, right?
Like, you mean like utility-wise?
Like non-fossil
Oh,
fuel energies.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Because
I don't know if I don't know if liking solar is the right term. It's just seems to be this. At least in our lifetime, an endless supply of energy that we're kind of just not really using.
well, we don't have the capacity. We don't have the capability to use it. Just the technology is not there. I mean, solar energy is still relatively new. So. But honestly, energy as a whole is still relatively new. We're gonna be real about it.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's only been the last 100 years that we started utilizing it properly.
Yeah, we've had coal for a while. Like, but before then, like steam engines was probably our first use of like industrial scale energy, and worked really well because steam engines are, I guess they're called external combustion engines, where the pistons are like on the outside and they they make a little explosion and then that cranks the lever. I don't know. It's the same. It's a combustion engine at the end of the day, but they're really cool. Oh,
yeah.
Come on, move. Okay, I can't. They're being dumb again. There we go. I got it.
Okay.
Mm. But yeah, I'm looking at governments or whatever trying to switch to cleaner energy. Honestly, it's very unrealistic. Extremely unrealistic as of right now. If they're going to ward off the effects of climate change, they're gonna need to do it like very soon, right? They're gonna need to be carbon neutral within like the next 5-10 years, which is just simply not happening. And then you have like these climate summits. What was the one? what are they called again? The one that's in like Dubai or something? Like Copa or something? Copa? Anyway, they're talking about or their plan to reduce global carbon footprint. And yeah, sure, they have a plan, but I think what a lot of people don't understand is just renewable energies are really hard to implement, especially if you're trying to replace our current kind of fossil fuel usage with the renewable energies. It is just extremely unrealistic. And there
But
are,
didn't Elon Musk say that it's very possible to be able to do all this shit?
I mean, maybe,
Thinking
but
of power all of America.
if he has
Just solar.
if he has the infrastructure to do it, but here I'll explain why. There are four reasons, right? Number one is the fact that you can't, like, especially renewable energy. Like, what does this mean? Mostly, it's solar and wind, right? The
And
problem
hydro.
with yeah, hydro is good too, but I think when people talk about renewable energy, they're mainly talking about like doing solar and wind on a massive scale. Um, it, the biggest problem with it is that it's not reliable. You can't always get a steady storm source of solar and wind energy. And what happens when it goes out? Like, you're gonna have some crazy battery to keep it going for a while, long enough for people to like continue using the devices that they're using. I mean, for like personal households, this might be fine. If you lose, like, if you lose power in your house and maybe you can't watch TV for the next hour or so, fine, whatever. But that's not gonna work in the hospital. That's not gonna work in like manufacturing facilities, right? So they have to find a way. It's called intermittency. They have to solve the intermittency problem. Like, how are you going to store the energy when you just don't have the wind and solar available for everyone to use? And that happens. This doesn't really happen, with coal plants or fission plants. That's like a steady source of energy that just keeps on giving, as long as nothing catastrophic goes wrong. But
Yep.
so wind and solar has that problem. Second problem is land usage. Both of these forms of energy requires a lot of land, and land is just something we don't have. You know, you're
This
gonna
is
have
why
to.
I think if we can build solar panel farms in the deserts of Australia, like on the outskirts of all the towns, that'll be the best spot.
Yes,
Nobody's living on the deserts.
yeah, that'll solve the land issue. But what about the maintenance? What's gonna happen if there's like a sandstorm, and somebody has to go out there and clean everything, or like if a pebble or something uh, makes a little crack in the solar panel? Oh god, almost got trapped. Ooh. Oh my god, it's just not letting me go. Oh my god, this is craziness.
Um,
Yeah,
I mean,
so
we're creating jobs, right? Like we can send people out there. I mean, if we do it on a mass scale, I mean, they're not all gonna fail at the exact same time. We'll have solar panel farms all across the states, right? It's not just gonna be Victoria. I want it in every single state surrounding the entire country.
okay, but if one region suffers a massive, let's say, sandstorm, and it damages a lot of the equipment, that's gonna take a long time to kind of recover from. So
I mean, we just need to do a bit more research as how that actually, what that actually looks like.
yeah, maybe you can set up like some redundancies or measures to counter it, but I don't think that technology is really just there yet.
I mean, if they can build Dubai in the middle of the fucking desert, surely.
Um, Well, I
Probably
mean,
there's something that we can do.
speaking of Dubai, it's probably like one of the world's biggest scam cities ever. Not that there's a lot of scammers there, but rather the way it advertises itself versus what it actually is. It's such a fake city. That's another topic though. So yeah, that's another problem. Let's see, what is another problem?
I mean, I think right now we probably need a hybrid system, which is kind of what I'm going for.
Yeah, it's definitely kind of have to be hybrid in some way. We cannot just switch to renewables and call it a day.
For sure. I want to implement nuclear.
Yes, I think
Nuclear
nuclear
would be
energy is probably one of the best. It's clean, it's relatively safe, it doesn't require a lot of room, and it's efficient at generating energy. It's just, you do have nuclear waste, which, I mean, they have a pretty good method of disposing of it, but, this is why this is not renewable, right? You need to, first of all, you need to mine whatever isotope of uranium you need, or plutonium, to start the reaction. And then, once you're done with it, there's waste, which you need to dispose of. But yeah, I agree. Nuclear is probably one of the best ways.
Or we can have both, right?
Yeah. But like right now, what is the percentage of wind and solar usage? It's tiny in the world.
Well, New Zealand, about 80% of our energy is all renewable. It's pretty good. Most of our energy is renewable.
But you're a tiny country.
Yeah.
Like look at China and the
Yeah.
U.S., the two biggest energy users. It's mostly coal and natural gas.
Yep.
Especially China. It's just they're building like new coal plants every other month, really. Like if you look at them. Oh, and also like solar panels are pretty expensive to manufacture. They well
But
compared
they're easy to install and repair. So it's,
yeah, but okay, sure. That kind of goes back to the electric vehicle thing too, because electric vehicles are also pretty easy to use and repair, but their manufacturing like uses up it's such a big carbon emitter, right? Because batteries are terrible for the environment. It requires like very rare resources, first of all, and second, it's very difficult to dispose of them when you're done with them.
hang on, I was watching this other interview with Elon Musk about that exact same thing. He said the material that he's using for his new batteries, there's an abundance of.
I mean, sure, but like, I don't think he has any kind of proprietary battery going on. His batteries are the same as all the other batteries. There's no revolution in battery technology that Tesla came up with. I don't think. It's all just fluff.
Because there's multiple batteries that he's got. There's like even with the Model 3, there's two types of batteries that you can get in your car. One is kind of like the standard battery, and the other one is kind of interesting. It's only in the performance models that it has, and the way he described it was when you charge it, from 0 to 80 is incredibly fast. And the reason for it is the way that it works is, imagine like you're in a parking lot looking for a car park, right? When the car park is empty, it's really easy to find a car park and just park, right?
Okay.
And as it fills up, it becomes more and more difficult to find a car park, and it takes longer. So between 0 and 80, that's what he's saying. Like it's really, really quick to charge.
Okay, I mean,
because the car park's empty.
This is true for all rechargeable batteries. Like when you're charging your iPhone, for example,
No, but I know, but this is it's a lot faster than like it takes just as much. So 0 to 80 is the same time it takes to go to 80 to 100,
Right, yeah, yeah, that makes
which I
sense.
don't think is true in iPhones.
No, it's about true. Because it's like that's just the way charging batteries work. You're moving electrons from one place to another, and if the electrons need to find a spot to settle in, because it's occupied by other electrons, then it takes longer. That's what battery charging is. Or maybe not.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe it wouldn't be like the same time as 0 to 80, but it's close. Maybe like 0 to 670 is the same as 70 to 100, something like that. But if you notice when you're charging your phone, like the first bit, especially if you're charging from zero, it's very fast. Or rather, I don't want to say that one. Put it another way. Uh, the last few percent, like if you're at 90 and you're trying to reach 100, that takes a while.
The I don't know, the the new battery apparently is the raw material there's an abundance of, and
Mm.
yeah, it's quite easy to make, according to him at least. But I haven't done my own research back to figure out what he said, but
Yeah, take a look into it, because I don't think Tesla has some crazy revolutionary technology that makes their battery special. Maybe like they're a bit more efficient than other EVs, but it can't be that much more. Um, how many points did I go through? 3? I think 3. So I guess one of the things is like, oh yeah, we're trying to replace fossil fuels as an energy source, but you can't really replace all of it, because fossil fuels are necessary to make other components, not just energy. Like, basically all the plastics in the world are made with petroleum, which is a
yep,
fossil
I know
fuel.
that.
Yeah, so
It's a byproduct.
yeah, so yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things, right, that are made from.
And it's so efficient if you think about it. Like petroleum is obviously already very effective in what it does, and then a byproduct is all the plastics like the LDPE, like linear density polyethylene,
Mhm.
and the high density polyethylene. It's kind of like, because I was looking into this because we're looking at making water tanks as well, and we're going to be using LDPE uh, polyethylene to manufacture water tanks.
Tanks.
Water tanks.
Oh, I'm like,
Specific water tanks.
I'm like war tanks.
No, water. Yeah, because tanks are so fucking great for the environment. That's just interesting.
Mm. Yeah, there's a lot of like chemicals and stuff too that's also made from the byproducts of mining fossil fuels. There's too much going on. We can't just stop its production.
Oh, I know, and like I keep saying, like, as much as I'm trying to eradicate plastic, there's still many times in many places for plastic to exist.
Yeah. I'm actually so upset. Like, just earlier this year, my province banned single-use plastic bags. It's so stupid.
Yep.
Like, if
We
I'm
didn't think.
I'm looking at my local grocery stores. It's like now they're using these really kind of cheap. I don't even know what they are. They're definitely not.
Woven bags?
They're not even cloth bags. They're just some kind of more expensive but still cheaper than a good quality bag kind of plastic.
Okay, so it's still plastic.
It's still plastic, but it's just not
But
single
just
use.
not single use.
You can probably use them a few times before they crack. So I'm like, wow, really? Is that really more friendly?
I think we talked about this before. Like in New Zealand, we do the same thing, but we don't have any plastic, so it's all woven bags. But then,
Yeah, but woven bikes, I get like, sure, but they also take a lot to manufacture.
exactly, approximately 7,000 times more carbon emission. Which then you gotta calculate. Okay, is the average person going to reuse this bag 7,000 times? And the answer is
Hell
pretty
no.
easy, no. So it's like you just shifted one problem to another, and you just told everyone to look, I moved the shit out of the way. Now the world's gonna be great. What they're trying to cover up the, but it's just good, great PR. That's not very helpful, but it's great PR.
And
It's
also,
a good way to get votes.
right, exactly, it's politics. But and also, when you force people, like when you instate a law that makes it so that it's harder for people to do certain things and it costs more money, people will find a way around it. They will literally make
Well,
that's what's happening
you can,
right here now. Like,
because you can still, like for example, you can still buy single-use plastic bags. And guess what? It's actually really fucking cheap to buy.
right, so that's one way. But
People
like,
just end up buying them.
and oh, there we go. And also, this is what's happening now in our grocery stores. They're just using these really cheap, non-single-use plastics. They're even worse because they're a lot harder to manufacture than single-use plastics, and they I would say maybe I heard a stat. I don't know if this is true, but like they're like 20 to 25 times more carbon emissions than single-use plastics. There's no way you're getting 20 uses out of these, like 3 or 4, and they begin to like crack. They're terrible.
Yeah.
So I'm like, this is definitely worse for the environment than the old plastic bags. But it doesn't matter because the grocery stores are following the law. It's just
Yeah.
they found a way around it, right? Or like still keeping things cheap while, following the
Well,
law.
like I said, it's not actually about helping the planet. It's about looking good in public.
Exactly. Oh man, it makes me so mad.
I mean, it's the whole vegan thing. It's the same thing. They're trying to preach that they're kind to animals, and actually they're not. You're just kind to the cute animals.
Exactly. Do you have some SDs, by the way? I'm out of SDs.
What the hell?
Yeah, I gave 200 to someone yesterday. I forgot.
It's on the right.
Yeah, that's enough.
That's the only thing I could see immediately. I got too many bloody backpacks open.
Yeah, no, I don't think we use that many.
I don't use any here. It's all AoE.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. This world's fucking stupid sometimes. People just pretend to care.
I feel like
So many fake
politics
people.
is just taking advantage of uneducated people. People who can't
Yeah.
think for themselves.
100% is what it is.
Oh man. Just a bunch of
It's preying on-
grown adults arguing over things that don't matter or things that like all it does is just make their ego bigger.
Oh shit.
Actually that works because I can just step through here now. Well yeah, that's that.
Yeah, I don't know. I still think that there's a place for solar, definitely. Like, we just need to figure out a better battery solution. But my thinking is, in the meantime, we might as well set up the infrastructure, because it's something that I think will be useful anyway.
As of now, it's
Um,
good on like a small personal scale, but it does not scale up. It's the problem.
For sure.
Yeah.
But you got to start somewhere, right? And I think part of what Elon's trying to do is he's banking on the fact that we will figure it out one day, not too far in the distant future. And in the meantime, like for example, electric cars is the answer to sustainable vehicle. Is there better technology? Probably, but everyone has issues with the batteries, sure. But I think it's a step in the right direction. But even if you take away the climate benefits of going electric,
Yeah.
electric cars are so much fucking faster. Like, look at the truck. The acceleration rate is just amazing. Look at all the automated driving that you can do. It's absolutely insane. There's so many benefits to it. Other than people always think Tesla's just an eco-friendly. No, the AI technology inside is actually insanity.
Well,
Uh,
you can put that technology in a standard combustion engine. You don't have to have an electric vehicle. It just so happens that that and EVs are developed together.
That's true,
Yeah. Eh,
but I think it's also safer. Like I mean, combustion engine is literally just an explosion, right?
yeah.
It's quite dangerous.
Dangerous? I don't know. No, it's not. They've got the technology down. Like modern internal combustion engines are very consistent, very safe. Like I remember, there was a time when it would be difficult to get your car started, especially like in cold weather. It takes a while, and you have to like warm up your car, right? You got to turn on the engine, you got to sit there for a while and let it warm up. No, like, the engines have advanced so far. The technology has gotten so much better. You don't have to do any of that anymore. You either press a button or you turn the key, and it starts, and it's very consistent and reliable. So definitely,
Mm.
like they're gonna keep on innovating when it comes to combustion
Oh,
engines.
for sure.
Um,
But if you think about combustion engines have existed for like 100 years, whereas electric's really only been in the last 20 years. And for them to make these kind of strides in such a short amount of time, imagine what it'll be like in 100 years.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know right now. Maybe it's the future. Maybe it's not. We'll just have to see.
No, but again, I think it's a step in the right direction. But uh, is it the answer? I don't know.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, because someone else might come up with a hydrogen car. I don't know.
They already have
Whatever.
those, but it's
Exactly.
expensive and not reliable.
No, but then that's what people thought about electric vehicles when it was expensive and not reliable. That's what people thought about rockets when it was expensive and not reusable. There's all these things that are true until someone makes it untrue.
Yeah. The well,
Uh,
the
Because
prob
if it was that easy, then someone would have already done it already. uh. Like if
the
electric vehicles was easy, then everybody would be doing it.
yes.
But that's life, right? You gotta tackle the things that are not easy.
Gotta start somewhere. Oh,
You gotta solve the problems.
yeah, those hydrogen cars are. The technology is really neat. It's just they need a very special type of hydrogen for it to work. Um,
It sucks, because hydrogen is like the most abundant element in the universe. So if they actually got it to work with like a generic one, that would be fucking fantastic.
yeah, it would be. But as of now, it's way too hard to procure and too expensive. Mm. It's like kind of like rocket fuel. I mean, rocket fuel really at the end of the day is just hydrogen.
Yeah.
I'll put a rune for you next time.
Oh, just sometimes it gets in the way.
Yeah.
Maybe just the wild growth would be awesome.
Yep.
What's going on with the XP today? We're only at 4.8.
I don't know. I guess I can. No, I'm not. I'm missing one magic level, but that's not a big deal.
No, that can't be it. So we normally get 5.5, right? Or do we need to keep going? We've already been going for half an hour.
Yeah. I don't know. You're right. It is a little lower today.
Interesting.
Hmm.
It feels the same.
It really does. The heck?
Never that anything different.
We're sharing properly.
All my humans they did, yeah.
Let me check my damage. Oh, yeah, our damage is consistent. Weird. Weird.
Hmm. So strange.
Yeah.
Oh well, it's okay. XP.
Yep. I'll think about it. Why is it that we're getting like more than 10% less? It makes no sense.
I mean, is it still climbing? Because we've just ticked over. We just went to 5-1 now.
Well, yeah, this always a little bit of a spike here. We usually spike to almost 6 in this one.
Oh. 5-2.
What could it be? Could it have been like a patch that reduced the experience of these guys?
Maybe.
Like overnight?
When
was the last time we did this? There definitely was a patch, like a couple of days ago. I remember updating the client.
That would have been... No, that would have been...
Die. Yeah, strange. Strange times. Oh man, I'm gonna get... Okay, it's gonna take me a little bit.
Right?
Yeah, it's gonna take me a bit. They're not letting me through. But I have a lot. I have a lot of them. If they're gonna come, come on.
Summon a skeleton.
Check this out. So many.
Nice.
No, this summon won't survive. Nothing that's immune to
Hey,
holy.
your druid familiar.
Oh, no, that's gonna screw everything up. If only we can unsummon those things.
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm just sitting here.
You gonna be around for HOD later?
Yeah, why not?
It's like your 10 a.m. I think.
Yeah, 10 a.m. for me. It's not too bad. I got a meeting at 12, so
Oh yeah.
I should be able to do 2 runs.
Cool.
I'll
Yeah.
probably go on my I'll go on my EK first this time because we had way too many fucking EKs on the second run last time. 5 EKs or something ridiculous.
It depends on who shows up and what they decide to play. It's interesting to like look at the dynamics of the vocations and see how they grow and differ as they level up. Because I think at a mid-level, a mid-high level-ish, like around 600, I think Knights are the best. But then starting to like 700 or so, Paladin starts being really, really strong. And then starting definitely after 1,000, Mages are insanely powerful.
Yeah.
Because what Mages lack is just the HP to survive. But once you have that HP pool, you're just unkillable and you're strong.
Yeah, but I suppose it's until they release a new creature that does like 5k damage per turn,
Yeah, true.
and then your health pool is meaningless again.
Yep. Oh god, he's only one. Yeah, this game is just, it's kind of doomed to never be able to be balanced. It's just the level gap is too big between like the average player and the super high levels. Because if you think about it, an average level is like 400 or 500 maybe these days. Whereas the highest levels are like 2600. They're almost 3000.
That's crazy, man. That's absolutely crazy.
It's just like the wealth gap. The top 1%. The top 0.01%.
This is life, isn't it?
Really is.
Hey, we're in the 1%, Mike. Remember that.
We certainly are. But we're not in the 0.01% like those people are.
I mean, do you need to be?
It's a different life for them.
Yeah, I think their life is more stressful than anything else.
Yes, of course. If you want to keep making money, you just gotta. Oh yeah, remember how it was Friday, right? No, Thursday. It was Thursday when we did our last Sphinx hunt. Remember how I said I need to go to the bank to do an investment thing?
Yeah.
So it turns out that my investment advisor that day, he was like a big gamer.
Okay.
So we probably spent like 2 hours together, and for half an hour we were just talking about video games. It was hilarious.
Nice.
So it was kind of funny. I told him about Tibia, because he seems to like retro games.
Yeah, we need some more people playing this game.
Fresh blood.
I don't think there is such a thing anymore, right? Because
As new players, nah. I'd be surprised if Tibia.
old players returning.
Yeah. I'd be surprised if Tibia sees more than like 10 actual new players per day. And even then they'll quit after the first day.
Because it's too slow at the beginning.
You know what's one of
Everyone
the
wants it.
tragic truth about like beginner Tibia that's like so easily fixable, but Cipsoft won't do it for some reason? It's the freaking feverish citizen raids in Venor.
Oh,
I personally know more than like 2 or 3 people who were brand new players checking out the game, but quit because they died to feverish citizens because they were recommended Venor by the NPC. Like when
That's hilarious.
you're on Domport, right? They're like, oh, yeah, go to Venor. The NPC says that, like because they said it's a great like beginner city. So new players obviously are like, okay, sure, beginner city. They go there, feverish citizen raid, they died. They're like, what the heck? I just lost everything. I'm quitting.
Dying in Tibia is not the same as dying in other games, mate.
Yeah.
Because they wouldn't have known what blessings were on it either,
Yeah.
so they would have lost everything.
Lose your backpack, maybe lose your weapon. It's just like, come on, man. This is so easily fixable. Just stop it with those citizen raids.
What are the? I don't even never actually figured out what like the quest for it, or the event.
No, there's no quest.
What is it for?
It's okay. So you loot these items from them, and you can trade in those items for the I forget what's the outfit. Afflicted. It's called Afflicted. You know the outfit that has like a long mask thingy. It's like middle age European style like medic outfit. You know what I'm talking about.
Nope.
Hold on. I'll change my character. Afflicted. This one. Oh, I'm on a mount. Stupid. Yeah, this one.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
That looks a mess.
That's what the raid is for.
Really? That's it.
Nothing else.
There's nothing else.
And bestiary, I guess, if you want to get those on bestiary. Essentially, that's it. And they're just losing lots of new players for it.
It's kind of funny though.
It's deeply ironic too. Like this game that nobody plays or wants to play, and finally someone decides to play, and they quit because of its own game mechanic. That's so easily solvable.
So tough.
Like, if I see any new players these days and they just started, I'm definitely not recommending Venor. Go Thias. Or go Carlin.
Oh,
even.
Carlin.
Yeah. Because I feel like there's a lot of Venor. They revamped it too much over the years. Like I feel like they optimized the spawns around Venor too much, and it kind of lost its heart and soul that it used to have. Whereas Thias, you still have the Troll Caves, you still have Mount Sternum. Those are still largely unaltered. Same with Carlin, Ghostlands, Amazon camps.
And Rotwam Caves.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, my fibula.
Change my outfit back because this thing is ridiculous. Yeah, it'd be great if this game got some new players, but it's just not realistic. No like kid growing up these days are gonna see this game and be like, oh yeah, I want to play this 2D pixel game that has awful audio. You lose everything when you die, and it takes forever to catch up to the people who are already playing.
And because it's not level cap, it's almost impossible.
Yeah, it's not just. I mean, most MMOs are about gear progression, not level progression. Because gear progression is much easier to kind of keep that in check. People are limited by however powerful the new gear is. Whereas Tibia, you're limited by how much you grind. Which, for some people, there just really just is no limit. Oh god, I can't get out here. I'll just stay here for a while. I'll get rid of. Oh, there we go. Crit. I don't know how I'm critting. I don't have strike on my weapon.
Maybe it's my crit.
Maybe it's your crit. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of sad though. This is such a cool game. I still think it's a really, really cool game.
It really is, yeah. Even if you take
I've never had anything like it before,
modern video MMOs are just not like this anymore.
Yeah, there's something about this game that's just so, I don't know,
Relaxing.
addictive. Yeah, and I actually really enjoy the grind. Like just hunting like this is so relaxing for me. It's almost like a form of meditation at this point.
It lets you turn your brain off, essentially.
Yeah.
Just do.
And I just have like a guaranteed progression, which is nice. Because there's so much uncertainty in my life right now, having Tibia as a constant. It's been awesome.
Right. Yeah, I see that.
And I like even during the day when I'm working, I just love just training my character. Just sitting in with Nahels or Galahad, shooting fucking little arrows.
Yep.
And it's just so, I feel so productive doing that.
Cool that you can do that, though. I can't as a mate. I guess I could. It's like your version of mana sitting, right?
Yeah, you can manage it, make runes.
Yeah, but so slow.
Actually, I almost bought a high level like sorcerer or a druid just to
Make runes.
make runes. Because I would like to be able to advocate for at least 15 minutes without touching my character. But on my level 90 ED, the mana fills up too quick.
Oh yeah, true.
So I was thinking, well, I don't actually want to play the character, so I'll get a sorcerer. Because if I get a druid, then everyone's going to message me for shit.
True.
You know what I mean? And I love making SDs. There's something about making SDs. It's just, I used to just make level 45 sorcerers just so I can make SDs. I don't know why. It's just so therapeutic. Like, I just love it.
The spell incantation for making SDs, I mean they changed it at some point, but the old version used to be like a mantra among us. It's so funny. Because now to make an SD is something like Adori Grandmore or something.
Yeah,
it has more in it. But it used to be Adori Vita Vis. Which
And see, that's the other thing. Like, they literally invented their own language for this game, which I thought was quite cool.
It's
Like
Latin.
what other game what other like games you have to actually back in the day, right? We had to actually type out and text
Yeah,
for the spell.
that was funny.
Like that was the most bizarre concept because everyone is just press a button,
Yep.
and here's Tibia going, here's a broken language that you can learn, and you gotta text
You used to be
to
able
cast
to
a spell.
you used to be able to split up the various syllables in your spells, because the Tibia like spell language is Latin. It's based on Latin, and in fact a lot of the words are Latin. You used to be able to split them up. For example, the ex prefix. That's like it just means it's gonna be an instant spell. And URA is heal. So when you combine them, Exora instant heal. Grand means big, and Max means obviously bigger. Vita means life. So Mort means
so
death,
it's
and
your
so on.
Vita, Adore Vita.
Yeah, and the UT, the prefix ut is a prefix for support. That's why all of the ut spells are support spells.
Utamo,
Yep. Utito.
Utito.
It's cool.
I don't know. And I just love the team aspect of this game as well. I feel like there's nothing else like it.
Yep. There's a very strong team dynamic going on in this game. I feel like it definitely is a step above modern MMOs in terms of team play. Because as a team, you just do so much more than we can do solo. Way more so than other games. It's the concept of Gestalt. The German word means the sum is the whole is bigger than the sum of its parts. I really like that word.
I'm 90 blacksmithing acolytes away from finishing.
Do you want to move on after you finish? Like, or do you want to just like stay here and get experience? I think we should move on, honestly.
Yeah, I'd like to move on, to be honest.
Yeah.
We could either do Cathedral, we can finish that.
Right.
We could do the new, once we get access to the new area, we can do that. Or we can even do the Were Tigers. I haven't even hunted any of those.
Right. Me neither.
What else could we do? I need to finish go to Boo.
Yeah, you're on your own on that one.
Really I need to finish Bashmers.
Yep.
What else? But yeah, I don't know where we'd go.
There's a lot of spots. Don't worry, we won't run out of spots. Like the new zones have at least 2 or 3 hunting spots that we can go to.
Yeah, I just need to finish access. I'm on the reflecting damage crates.
Yeah, you need to bug Adrian. Say, you started this. Yeah, help me finish it.
Yeah, well, I think we've been waiting for Devon because we did it all together.
Oh, can't
Devon's
wait for
so hit and
Devin.
miss.
He's super inconsistent.
Yeah.
This is why I joke. Like, if you have a kid, you get kicked out of the guild. Because we know you're gonna stop playing.
Yep. It's like Bonbon. The hell am I gonna get him for?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I will just get anything baby related, like the pacifiers and shit. Because he's not gonna use any. He doesn't even play this game. He literally doesn't play.
Yep. He just logs in.
I don't even know why he's doing the Secret Santa thing.
Well, he just wants to participate. It's fine.
Yeah, I know, but it's okay. I mean, I'm glad I got Bonbon because Bonbon's cool. But
Oh yeah.
it was actually someone I know. Like last year I got Jay, and I don't really know Jay at all.
Oh, yeah, true. I mean, he's cool too.
That's cool. It's Bomb Bomb.
He's like Jay has such a like what's the right adjective to describe his voice? It's very soothing. Almost, I don't know. It's like a typical white guy voice, right? But it's kind of relaxing to listen to for me. But and then I remember he's literally a drill instructor in the U.S. Army. I'm like, oh wow. Or he used to be, at least. Don't remember what he does now.
You to know.
Oh, remember how we were talking about like freedom of speech and saying things that are potentially offensive, and that being like really, you know,
Yeah. I remember that.
cancelable. You know, the cancel culture. Yeah, so Canada is finally like the bill. It used to be called Bill C11 or 11C or something. That says that you are now allowed to. It's literally against the law to say something offensive to somebody, as long as if it hurts their feelings, you're not allowed to say it. Yeah, that bill it's being passed to law.
Wait, it's been passed to law.
Hmm.
Oh God, I'm never going to Canada.
This is the thing Jordan Peterson has been fighting basically for the last I don't know how many years for, and it's so sad to see this happening. It's called the Online Streaming Act, and it's law. You're literally not allowed to say something offensive to someone. If they say that it's offensive and you don't stop, you can be charged. It's a crime. Yeah, it's sad. But that's just, I guess, the result of Trudeau's government. Trudeau is so woke, man. I mean, he's not woke, but he acts super woke.
Fuck, did that actually happen?
Yep.
Oh no. Why is Canada? Canada is fucking screwed, man. I'm telling you.
It's not gonna affect the majority of us, but the fact that this is happening, it's sad. It's a sad day. They call it progressive, but it's nothing but regressive to society.
Because you're gonna lose meaningful conversation.
Yeah, exactly. People are scared now to say things, to tell, you know.
If you ignore someone and that hurts your feelings, will you still get charged?
I don't think so. It's directly related to the words you express.
Well, I mean, because you might as well. Oh, hang on. But then if I'm talking to you and I say, hey Mike, 你可以给我那个糖果吗? And then someone says, oh my God, that's offensive. And you're like, no, but I'm just speaking my own language.
Yeah. No, I think
if you find it offensive, that's not my fucking problem.
It's true, but just like any other crime, there's a level of intention that has to be taken into account, right? Like if you're saying it to provoke someone, that's against the law.
But you just said if you say anything that offends someone,
right?
And they ask you to stop. If
And
someone's telling me to stop saying the word, I'm like, well, no, because you're telling me to stop using my own language.
Yeah.
That's offensive. I find that offensive. So then what happens then?
So I mean, that's probably fine, unless they can show that you're saying it out of malicious intent. If they can't show that, then
That doesn't matter
can
because
happen.
they said my feelings hurt.
It's true.
That's the law, right? If your feelings are hurt, that's all that really matters.
Yep.
It doesn't matter because what you're telling me is intent is almost irrelevant at this point.
It matters because if you say something and it offends someone,
No, but
yeah.
in the eye of the law, it doesn't matter because I could be saying, like, I could call Richie a bro because that's just how I show affection and love, and then he takes it really offensively. I'm like, well, the word bro has never been an offensive word.
Oh yeah, for this law it doesn't matter. it doesn't matter if the context or whatever is not offensive. If somebody finds it offensive and you don't stop, that's a chargeable offense.
That's exactly my point. Like
Yeah.
your intention is almost irrelevant at this point.
True, but like that's what it means by like you don't stop, right? You intend to keep going, regardless.
Yeah, but it's like, why do you make me change my vocabulary? Because it offends you, when in actual fact it's not even meant to offend you, but you just find it offensive.
Yeah.
What if someone says the word Jesus Christ and I say I get offended when I hear the word Jesus Christ?
Yep. You gotta stop.
So
That's
how
the law.
stupid is that?
Hmm.
You know, if you're a teacher trying to educate children, and then you're like, "Oh, the teacher's offending me," what can you do?
Really nothing. And
The
that
teacher makes me feel stupid. Well, maybe because you actually are stupid and you need a wake-up call.
yeah.
No, but seriously, because a lot of people get these epiphany moments. They're like, "Oh, right, I am stupid. I need to do something about this," and that's when they become smart. But then I think everyone's gonna lose out on that now because it's so easy for a kid to just say, "I'm offended." Do you want me to charge? Especially in America. Well, I don't know what's like in Canada. Can you sue people like they do in America?
Yeah. There's civil lawsuits. Yeah.
No, but like, do people actually do it? Because like in New Zealand, nobody sues nobody.
Oh really? I'm pretty sure they do. A lot of Canadian culture is based on American culture, so I assume so.
But then, okay, if someone says, if you call me bro, I'm offended, and then you say, that offends me. Then what happens?
Yeah.
Because
it can go in
this
circles.
law is pretty stupid because there's no logic to it, and that's why it's unreplicable. So you can say, if you call me this name, I'm offended. And then you can say, well, because you're offended, I feel offended.
Yes, it can be circular. I don't know the specifics. I just know that it's happening.
But do you see how stupid it is?
Yeah. I see it.
It doesn't make any sense. Isn't this against freedom of speech?
It is. It absolutely is infringing. But I guess the Canadian government doesn't see it as freedom of speech if you're offending someone. If you're hurting them mentally, that's not freedom of speech.
But okay, so this is the second problem: is there's no unit of measure to hurt when it comes to mental illness. So
True.
how is this calculable?
I guess by how
What
loud.
what if someone says I'm offended, and you're like, no. What you're confusing with being offended is an epiphany or self-realization that you're not right. How do you
Yeah.
define a particular feeling? You said you're hurt. Okay, can you give me a unit of measure? Can you replicate this pain?
Right. Show me
Like, if I
on this
break
chart
an arm,
how quickly.
It's very...
Yeah.
Huh?
No,
No,
it's
but this is what I mean. Like, if I was a lawyer, I would just fucking argue this till the end of days, like, with this kind of shit.
yeah, exactly.
You know?
It's really. I don't know how they're gonna go about
it
enforcing
seems
it.
stupid and pointless.
Yeah. The enforcing part is going to be a problem. Well, it's going to be. I feel like it's going to be such a controversial thing that they're just
And then
not going to bother enforcing it.
and then the judge is like, no, you're wrong. And then you're just like, okay, judge, because you told me I'm wrong, I'm now offended. Your words of telling me that I'm guilty offends me. Please stop saying that I'm guilty because it hurts my feelings. It's giving me mental stress. You see how stupid it is?
Yeah.
Because you give me mental stress, judge. You tell me that I'm wrong when I believe that I'm right. So now I'm going to sue you, judge, for disagreeing with me.
It's gonna be
I thought
wild.
Canadians were good people. This is just going to be very fucking dumb.
Very woke people. That's what we are. What they are. I'm not one of them. Well, that's part of the law. There's other aspects to it. Like,
God.
it's mainly, it was mainly there to promote like Canadian online creators. Even this is kind of like really weird because part of it's literally called the Online Streaming Act, and part of it says that you can't be offensive in an online environment, and it extends to a physical environment as well in real life.
But I mean that. Why do you need to like? There's already like in all the terms and conditions in every social media. There's no hate speech that you're allowed. You're not allowed to do any organized terrorists. Like all these things are already in place. Why does the government need to
True.
step in and appear like they're doing something?
Again, I feel like it's a largely political move as well. Yeah. And
Fucking stupid.
same thing applies for politics from what we said earlier. It's just a bunch of people trying to
Appear good instead of actually doing good.
exactly. It's just flaunting their egos, so to say. So yeah, like part of the act is they're gonna try to like I think the Canadian government is gonna try to promote more Canadian content to people within the country. I don't even know what that's supposed to mean, but sure, like make us watch more Canadian content. There's a law in Canada, like nobody really listens to the radio anymore, but if you do, I think like it's I don't remember, like 15% or maybe even a lot more, like 20% of all the songs that play on Canadian radio must be Canadian songs. There's a quota. Like you can't have a radio station if you don't meet a certain quota of Canadian artists.
But how do you define a Canadian artist?
Someone who's Canadian, an artist who's a Canadian citizen.
Yeah, but not all Canadians. I mean, not all Canadian citizens are originally Canadian.
It doesn't matter as long as you're Canadian. Like it's kind of easy because there's a lot of Canadian artists.
But then, hang on, can't I just identify as a Canadian? And then if you tell me that I'm wrong, then I can tell you that I'm offended, and then I can charge you with civil suit. What the? That doesn't make any fucking sense, man.
Yeah, it's interesting to say the least. And Justin Bieber's Canadian. I don't know if he's still Canadian, but he's definitely born Canadian. We got a lot of Bieber songs on the radio. Not a fan.
Okay, so what about people who were Canadian and then switched citizenships and are no longer Canadian?
I don't know. I don't know all the nuances.
It just seems really fucking stupid.
Yeah. We're proud of our culture, apparently.
Are you?
Even though what even is Canadian culture? I don't know. I've been here for 20 years almost, and I don't know what Canadian culture is. It just feels like it's just a mix of American culture and apologizing a lot. That's what it is.
That's that, brother. I'm
Oh yeah,
really
yeah.
fucking done.
We're over an hour. Yeah. We can just finish this lap.
Yeah, see.
Yeah.
We can go, finish. So we can levitate to the top, kill and run out.
Yep. Yeah, when they do that to me and block me, it's so annoying. Yeah. A lot of things about Canada just don't make sense. But we're still better than America because we have free healthcare and good gun control laws.
Oh, yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Like Jordan Peterson's gonna go nuts when with this law.
I mean, it really is turning. Like, this is going against freedom of speech. Because in order to seek, he said this so eloquently on one of his interviews. He said, in order to pursue the truth, in order to think properly, you need to risk offending someone.
Yes. You can't say anything without risking to offend anyone. That's just that's how it is.
But I think it's not a particularly bad thing because it's good to have differences of opinion, right?
Yep. Actually, I was telling Richard this yesterday. No matter how like logical or imperial you think your argument is, uh, it's still probably just opinion. Because someone will find a way to argue the other side.
Yeah. There's always multiple sides to any story.
Yeah, exactly. This is like nothing is really. The number of absolute things in the world right now, I can probably count on one hand. Right? People say like, "Oh yeah, climate change is definitely true." No, it's not definitely true. There's still a certain number of people who have highly accredited scientists who disagree. So
Yep.
you can either neglect them or you can find out why they think it's not true. I feel like it's a mistake to discredit anyone based on their opinion, even though you think your opinion is like massively more valuable or whatever. But yeah, that's just the nature of the world we live in.
Yeah, it's kind of nuts though.
Yeah, like the absolute truth in this world, I would say math is one of them. Because math is one of the only fields where you can actually prove something. If you think about it, even in the court of law, you don't prove anything. You just show beyond a reasonable doubt, right? That's all you need. In science, you don't prove anything. You develop theories.
Yep.
Nothing proves anything. But in math, you can actually prove things. You can prove that like there are an infinite number of prime numbers, for example, and it's a very rigid proof. I mean, by our definition at least. It's our definition of what a proof is, but it fits the definition.
Mm.
Are you gonna do some bosses before you go?
Which ones? Let me just put my loot away real quick. I can do the easy ones.
Yeah, we can do Scarlet. Just Scarlet is fine. Because I've got Tamira boosted, and you probably don't want to do Tamira.
Which one have I got? Yeah, I got Droom boosted. I wanted Droom, but I guess you gotta do
Tamira first.
Scarlet first. You gotta do Tamira first.
Yeah.
Unless we do Scarlet first and then Droom.
No,
Because
I have. True. I mean, I have I'm keeping Desper on boss slot now because trying to get the stuff.
Oh, let's just do Scarlet then.
Yeah, just do it
I'll go
and
to bed.
go to bed.
It's easier for me too.
Desper is actually pretty good. It's got a decent chance to drop like very expensive creature products.
Scarlet's always good to me.
You're the one of the few who actually consistently gets dropped from Scarlet. Because I don't.
I'm just waiting
No
for
one else
some
does.
Cobra boots.
Oh, you can't get Cobra Boost from Scarlet.
Oh, never mind.
She doesn't drop it. She can drop Amulet. Very rarely, but
Yeah, I should go to bed. I've played all badminton all day. I'm pretty wrecked.
okay. So you still coming? No.
Yeah, I'll come Scarlet for sure. Scarlet's easy. I just go in and slap it a couple times and then I go to the guild hall.
Yep.
Not the guild hall, the house. I wish it was guild hall because then there'll be a depot.
Yeah. Nah. No such luck.
That's right. I still got that house in Abdendril. I haven't done anything to it.
It's great.
I don't know what to do.
It's a meme house at this point. You should transfer it to like, I don't know. Who hasn't
It's
had it
fine.
yet?
I might do something. I think the only issue I have with it is I can only have one bed in there.
Mm.
and I don't know what I'd do because I don't have the daily reward shrine. I don't have anything there.
Oh,
So
how?
the only character that
Oh, how about you transfer to Tomoe, because he has all the NPCs and reward shrines, and then you can just stay there.
oh yeah, we could
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah. And then when he
Ah, that
and when he comes back and gets 3 houses, he can sell it back to you.
it's gonna be 3 GP this time, isn't it? God.
Yeah.
Wait, does oh shit, sorry.
Oh, that's fine. Did you leave?
Yeah, I'm gone.
I don't want to kill you with the thing. Although,
It's hunting you. Oh, Karsik, what the fuck?
oh, he's always here.
Why?
Oh, well, it's easy, I guess.
I think this is the best solo spawn now. Must be.
Probably. Because the solo EK
It's
can't
like-
keep up in library. Not even at his level.
Yeah.
I don't even know why he still plays. He's so far, like, out of the top spot. Like, what's the point anymore?
I don't know. It's fun. Maybe he's just grinding as well.
And I'm pretty sure right now the owner of that character is not even the same person who first got that character to level 1000. Like, can you believe that Karsek? This is a crazy thing, right? He got to level 1000 when there were no imbuements, and the best solo spot was Draken Walls.
What?
Yeah. There was no library, there was no any of the like modern spawns. No Isabi, nothing.
That's crazy, man.
He literally hunted Draken Spellweavers and War Master to level 1000 with no imbuements. This is what's so impressive about what Karsek did.
That's nuts.
Yeah. But
Should I transfer to Tomoe? Is that what I'm doing?
oh yeah, do it. I'll accept it later. Do it.
Tomoe. Transfer.
Actually, I'll log in to get it now, so I don't forget.